Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Malahil Remote Job Bali. I'm a student of Rehan School Krinki campus. Um, I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. I'm excited to bring you an interview with a remarkable individual whose work has made a significant impact. But before we dive into this insightful conversation, let's take a moment to extend a warm welcome to our guest, Ma'am Khali Stephens, the owner and CEO at EyeonHealing, who joined us from the beautiful Newport Beach, California. Today, we have the privilege of delving into Khali's life journey, exploring her experience and expertise in helping people live healthier lives and eliminate chronic arthritis pain through correct living and eating. So, without further ado, let's get to know more about Kelly Stephens and the incredible work she does at Aeon Healing. So, welcome, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, hi. Thank you for having me. I'm doing great.
It's my pleasure. So, first of all, please introduce yourself for my viewers.
Yeah, I am Kelly Stevens. I am the founder of EyeonHealing. That is a regenerative detoxification practice. And I basically help you kind of get your body go back to factory settings and kind of reset it and feel really good and get everything kind of moving again, feeling good. And specifically, I help people with arthritis.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your introduction. So, now let's move on to questions. My first question is on your screen. Can you tell us more about your journey and what inspired you to start Aeon Healing?
For sure. Yeah. It's a little bit of a long journey. I'll kind of shorten it a little bit. So when I was 16 years old, my healthy dad got really sick all of a sudden out of nowhere. And we found out he had a liver disease, a genetic liver disease that I also had. And I was told, don't drink, don't smoke, and maybe you'll be okay. And you'll maybe have to have a liver transplant when you're older. And I'm just like, really? What? Like, that's all you can tell me. So it was really interesting, but I went on to live my life. I didn't care. I was like, if this is going to happen to me, I'm going to have fun. So I drank, I smoked, I did all the things that you shouldn't do. I gained a lot of weight. I was very unhealthy, went to college, just drank a lot, just ate whatever I wanted, didn't feel good. So around the age of 30, I was 41 pounds heavier than I am right now. I didn't feel good at all. And I'm like, I just want to make a change. And so I made a change. And right at 30, I never looked back. I've lost 41 pounds. I've kept it off. I felt amazing. And kind of through this journey, I've gotten certified through fitness nutrition and also group fitness. And kind of learning all this, I was like, and I was still kind of looking for that. How do healthy individuals get sick? I was still seeing the trainers, the fitness people, they're still getting sick and they're still having these issues. Just because they're healthy doesn't mean they're above all this. And so I was still kind of looking for this answer, and I was going along and I broke my neck. And so breaking my neck was actually kind of the catalyst to everything, because I healed my body through alkalizing it, eating a lot of plant-based foods, eating a lot of vegetables that gave me the minerals and gave me the nutrition to heal the body. And so I saw kind of the power of alkalization. I saw the power of like the right type of water. I saw what not eating these acidic foods like meat and dairy, I saw what that actually did to the body and the healing properties it brought. So I kind of kept researching, and I found Dr. Robert Morse. And Dr. Robert Morse he's a naturopathic doctor, and he's amazing. He basically was the light bulb to everything for me. And it was kind of that answer of like, how do healthy people get sick? Now I understand. And it goes back to chemistry, all about alkalization and acidity in the body. If we're too acid, then we're going to be on the side of sickness, but if we're alkaline, we're on the side of like wellness. And so it's all about how to put the body in the balance that we're on the side of wellness and we're not going to be on that side of sickness. So I got inspired. I got certified in all of these things. I got certified in regenerative detoxification, but also iridology, because Dr. Morse teaches about the eye. So you can look at somebody's eye, and I can look, everything in the eye corresponds to a different organ. So I can look at someone's eye and be like, okay, I can see your gut health. I can see your thyroid. I can see your genetics. I can see your kidneys. I can see it all in the eye and the condition of it. So it's cool because with EyeonHealing, I look at your eye and I look to see, okay, how can we heal the body by looking at your eye? And I also use functional blood work. So I know people go to the doctor and get their blood work done all the time. So I wanted to bring that in and show people, okay, look, let's look at it from a different lens. So yeah, it's been really fun and really exciting to show people about health from a different angle.
That's very, very wonderful. Thank you so much for your answer. So now let's move on to next question. My next question is, what specific methods or approaches do you use to help people eliminate chronic arthritis pain through correct living and eating?
Yeah, for sure. So I am very diet-based. I believe the right diet can change everything for everybody. And I know everyone says that, but I've felt the power of it. And the right diet isn't lean protein. The right diet is fruits, berries, and melons. So I put my people on a high living food diet. We eat mostly fruits, mostly vegetables, and I take them kind of from where they're at and we slowly get them there, because I can't just flip a switch and say, you're going to eat this way. And it's not going to feel very good. The body goes through a detox reaction and we start feeling off. So we slowly kind of get people there. We get them eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. We eliminate all the meat. We eliminate all the dairy. We eliminate fish. And I know fish has been told that it's very anti-inflammatory for people with arthritis, but fish is not as clean as we think it is. There's a lot of heavy metals in the fish, and the heavy metals are also contributing to pain. So I eliminate fish. I also eliminate all oils, because oil is also the same issue. You're not finding these clean oils. So we eliminate all these foods that are causing pain in the body, and we really focus on that. And then we go in and we use herbs, and we really kind of help to revitalize the organs in the body and get things working properly.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, what are some common misconceptions about arthritis that you often encounter in your work?
For sure. I think the biggest one is that there's no cure. And I have seen people overcome this all the time. I wouldn't say easily, because changing your diet is not a very easy thing. It's changing your lifestyle, it's changing your diet, it's changing how you're thinking about things as well. So kind of being able to overcome it is the biggest thing, because people are told there is no cure. You can only take medication. That is the only thing you can do. And you're going to have side effects and you're just going to have to suffer. And these poor people are told this, and there is another way. And so that's the biggest thing, is that there's hope.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. So, how has your background or expertise prepared you for the work you do at EyeonHealing?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, I broke my neck. About 5 years ago, I broke my neck. And so I was told by my spine doctor that I would always deal with chronic pain. And I was in pain daily. So I experienced this daily pain, this chronic pain, this nagging pain, the pain you don't want to do. You change your lifestyle because you're in so much pain. And so I was able to overcome that. And I really want to help people, because I know that it's possible. To be able to go and told that you can't ever change to, yes, you can, just by changing your diet. I didn't spend thousands of dollars on a surgery. I'm not taking all this medication. I'm just changing how I'm eating and how I'm living. And that to me is showing other people that it's possible.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. So, my next question is, can you share some success stories or testimonials from individuals who have benefited from your guidance and services?
Yeah, so I worked with a lot of different type of people. Since I'm a regenerative detoxification specialist, when I first started off, I've been doing this about 2.5 years. When I first started off, I worked with anybody and everyone. So I helped a friend who had stage 4 endometriosis. She was in extreme pain, no longer in pain. I helped a really busy mom who she was overweight, not feeling good. She never cooked her meals. And I really helped her change her habits and change her lifestyle to fit that in. And now she's incorporating healthy meals with her family. She's got her kids involved gardening. And it's so cool to see kind of you're changing a generation and you're teaching the mom about healthy foods and healthy living. She's also teaching the family. So that's really cool. So I've been able to help a lot of people and just kind of getting them through the chronic pain, working them through herbs. getting parasites out of people, which is kind of crazy because we all think that there's no way that we could have these things inside of us. And I get them out of every client I've worked with. So having parasites come out of people, they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, it's better they're out than in, you know?
All right, you are right. Thank you so much for your answer. So, in your opinion, what role does diet play in managing chronic arthritis, and what are some key dietary recommendations you provide?
Yeah, diet's huge. Diet is number one, I think, in managing chronic arthritis. It's also your lifestyle, but diet is huge in managing it. And so I tell everyone fruit. Fruit is one of the most alkalizing and energetic foods you can possibly put in the body. So eat your favorite fruit and eat a lot of your favorite fruit. Start your day with your favorite fruit. I mean, switch that coffee with a watermelon, switch that coffee with a melon, or switch that coffee with a giant glass of fresh pressed orange juice. It will change a lot for you because you just alkalize the body, and it's life changing.
All right, awesome. So, what challenges have you faced in your journey as a CEO, and how have you overcome them?
Faced a lot of challenges. I think I also work full time. So this has been kind of my part-time baby. And it's like, how do you balance your passion with your full-time job? And how do you do all of this? And how do you get it working? How do you even start a business? So I think the whole journey has been crazy, crazy to me. But I think the biggest advice I could give is find someone that's doing what you're doing and have them mentor you. Getting a business, I think I struggled for about a year until I got a business coach. The business coach this last year has been transformative to me because it helps me stay in the direction of what I need to go. We've got like every other Saturdays, he does weekly or calls, and we can jump on and ask him any questions. And so it's been great. Is like, you really need to find people that are doing what you're doing and ask them for help instead of just fumbling through it, because I fumbled through it for a very long time. And I'm finally hiring virtual assistants. So it's all about creating a team, getting help. That's the biggest piece of advice I can tell anyone starting a business.
All right, thank you so much for giving your answer. So now let's move on to next question. My next question is, how do you stay updated with the latest advancements in arthritis management and nutritional science to better serve your clients?
So I am constantly learning and growing from any of the regenerative health practitioners out there. I don't manage arthritis. I regenerate it and I eliminate it. So I'm not really in that mindset that Western medical thinking is in, is where we're just going to like give you something to manage it. We're going to overcome it. We're going to revitalize. We're going to rebuild the body so we don't have it anymore. And so I'm just constantly learning more about the body, more about kind of different foods and different things that we can add to it. I'm not a supplement person. I'm not a pill person. I'm not going to study this kind of stuff because I don't believe that's the way. I believe it's nutrition. And so it's studying the people that are doing the things like Dr. Robert Morrison, other people in his kind of under his umbrella. That's what I'm doing.
All right, you are doing very great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, are there any exciting developments or future plans for EyeonHealing that you'd like to share?
Oh man. Well, I am growing my email list. Like I said, I'm just starting off with this business. So, I mean, I'm growing an email list. I don't even send out emails. So I think yesterday I was like, I'm going to create a 52-week email series for next year. And so next year, one of my cool things is every single week, you're going to get a really cool email from me teaching you something. I'm not going to try to sell you something. I'm just going to teach you something that I know from my head because I've done a lot of content. So I'm like, that's one of my cool things coming. So anybody on my email list is just going to get just knowledge just dropped every day or every week in your inbox. And then I'm going to be in the plant-based bundle coming up. That is in over the Black Friday week. There's a whole week and it's like the top creators for any plant-based living. And it's all these eBooks. So I'm going to be putting a submission in there and a brand new submission. I think it's going to be, I think I'm done. I haven't done it completely yet, but I think it's going to be all about how to get all your vitamins and minerals on a plant-based diet without taking any supplements, which I think is so needed because so many people turn to these supplements and they're just not good ingredients, you know? So I want to get this masterclass out there. So I will be releasing the masterclass in the plant-based bundle.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, can you tell us about your favorite hobbies or leisure activities outside of your professional life?
I know they kind of blend together just because this lifestyle, I love this lifestyle. So like I had a day off on 2 days ago, and what did I do in the morning? I went to the beach and I did yoga. I've been loving getting into yoga. So I used to be a crazy workout person. I lifted a lot of weights. I did these high intensity classes, and now I'm 40 years old. I'm ready to slow down a little bit, kind of breathe into my body. So I'm loving taking outdoor yoga. And then I went to a fruit market and I shopped for exotic fruit. So I got a bunch of jackfruit and I got some papaya and they had some durian. So I'm a little different with me because I just give me some fruit and I'll go to the beach and I'm happy. Like I love doing that. I volunteered yesterday at this plant-based event in Orange County as well. And it was a huge event. And I volunteered at the cooking demo stage, and I found a passion in helping people like prep food and stuff. I'm like, I really like this. So I think I'll, do more stuff like that. I like volunteering for things that I can meet new people and just kind of experience new things. I took like a Thai fruit carving class a couple weeks ago. So just getting out and just doing new things and meeting new people. I don't drink alcohol anymore. So it's try to find things outside of going out and drinking, it's like, what is that? So it's been fun.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. So, really, you are 40 years old. You look like 25 or 30 years old.
Yes, it's all about regenerating the body, right? You gotta regenerate the body and feel reverse aging, right?
Thank you so much for your answer. So now let's move on to next questions. So can you share a memorable travel experience or destination that left a lasting impression on you?
Yeah. So this last August, I went to my first fruit festival, like my first ever health retreat. I've never done anything like that before. And it was a week long, and it was a week away from my house, a week away from my cat. It was definitely very different for me, but it was a week with like 500 people that ate fruit, and all we did was eat fruit, and it was like the best fruit. And at night we'd have the salad buffet, and it was so good. And so just being around people that, this lifestyle is very different. Not everybody eats like this, but being around the people that have that common interest was life-changing for me, and so going to places and events and festivals and the retreats like that's like health retreats are life-changing. I would rather invest in a retreat like that than just go to a vacation, just a random vacation where I don't have any plans like that to do stuff. I love community events. I'm going to the Miami one coming up in January. I'm going to be sleeping in a tent in a mango orchard. So I'm really excited.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. So do you have any personal mottos or philosophies that you live by?
Yeah, I do. So with your health, this is kind of a Dr. Morse philosophy a little bit, but everyone thinks your health is all about kind of what you eat, but your health is more than what you eat. It's about what you eat. It's about what you breathe. It's about what you put on your skin. It's about what you think. And it's about, I think that's it. Yeah, those. So yeah, it's deeper than just what you put in your mouth. It's also what you put on your skin. It's also what you're breathing in the air. It's also what you're thinking. Oh, and your water. You got to make sure you're drinking clean water.
All right, thank you so much for guiding us. So my next question is, what do you enjoy most living in Newport Beach, California, and are there any hidden gems you recommend to visitors?
Oh, I love it out here. I've been here I've moved around a lot my whole life. I've lived in a lot of different places. I love it. The temperature, the weather is phenomenal. It's like 75 degrees and sunny every single day out here. The weather is phenomenal. It's beautiful. Like I live probably 20 minutes from the beach. It's amazing. It's beautiful. The people out here are really, really nice. I think the weather like makes the people nice because it's sunny and you're just in a good mood all the time. One of my favorite things though is it's a really good place for fruit. For someone like me that eats like 90% fruit, I need to be somewhere that I can get good fruit. And Southern California and Florida, I think would be the only two places that I could really get the quantity and what I'm actually getting. I can get whatever fruit I want out here. So that's my favorite. I think some hidden gems would be the fruit markets. Like honestly, you go to the fruit markets in Westminster and you get some amazing durian and some fruits. Like it's incredible. I'm so lucky to live out here.
Yes, you are lucky. All right. So my next question is, how do you maintain a healthy work-life balance, considering your busy schedule as a CEO and wellness advocate?
It's very busy. Yeah. Cause I work full time. So I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I'm working till about 7 o'clock at night every day. But I also schedule time for self-care. So I always typically I always schedule a workout for about an hour or so. The gym that I go to has a sauna in there. So I always do a dry sauna, which really helps kind of reset things. I'm kind of making sure I'm doing the dry saunas. I try to, on Saturdays, I take off the afternoon. I try to stay off of my computer on Saturday so I'm not getting a little bit of a break from it, kind of just do that. But again, my lifestyle, like building this business and like my health, I love it, and so it's kind of also my personal life. So it's like when I'm getting out and I'm networking, I'm enjoying it. So it's like picking something that you also really like is part of my lifestyle. So it's like eventually I'm going to get paid to 100% to live this healthy lifestyle, and it's phenomenal, so it's finding something that kind of blends in with your life is the dream, I guess.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, what books, movies, or music have you had a significant influence on your life or thinking?
So the book that changed a lot for me was Dr. Robert Morse's book called the Miracle Detox Source Book. And this is a really big book. It's almost like a textbook. It took a while, and it's all about your body. It's about how your body works. It's all about raw foods and how you can regenerate the body. It's got like all essential oils and different things about herbs. It's phenomenal. This book, I tell everyone, if everybody could read this book, we wouldn't have health problems in the United States. We wouldn't have health problems in the world. Like honestly, like people need to read this book. And there was another book called The Enzyme Factor, and it was written by a guy who invented a colonoscopy technique. That was the book that got me to go vegan, which was really interesting. It was the book that actually made me give up meat, because I was reading a lot about how meat is very acidic and it's just bad for the body. And this was finally the book that was just like, all right, okay, I'll do it. Like I'll try it. I'll see what this is all about. So that book was kind of life-changing for me as well. I don't really watch a lot of TV. I watch Gaia TV. I canceled Netflix. I don't have that anymore, but I do have Gaia TV. I pay for that. It's like a subscription like Netflix. But they have yoga on there. So I do a lot of yoga at night. That's been transformative for my sleep as well, just ending my night with yoga on TV. But yeah, I like documentaries, like stuff about, food and just the real stuff,
All right. Thank you so much for your answer. So, how do you stay motivated and inspired in your personal life, aside from your professional achievements?
Motivation. I think I've got a bigger goal and a bigger why, like I have a vision. Like I don't see myself, I live by myself in Newport Beach, I don't see myself living in this tiny apartment in Newport Beach, forever, I see myself having a healing retreat in Mexico and helping other people and having a place that people can go to. So just having this bigger vision and always holding that vision. I hold that vision every day. I'm like, what can I do to get closer to this vision? I'm a big list person. I create a lot of lists. I even have a list for today, and I physically will just mark things off when I'm done with my list. And I love working through lists every day. And that's what helps me stay on track, because there's a lot to do, but you break it down into every day. It's not that hard,
All right. Thank you so much for your answer. So, what advice would you give to young entrepreneurs or individuals looking to make a positive impact on their community or the world?
I think the biggest advice would be like, just do it, just start. I think a lot of people are like, I have to have certifications and I have to have a lot of certifications, because you'll get one and you feel like you don't know enough. So you're going to get another one and another one. I'm like, just do it. because honestly, the people that you're helping, they don't care how many certifications you have. They just want help. They want to know that you can help them with the problem that they have. So just start, because if you're scared and you're like, oh, but what if, just start with a beta client. Like that was what I started with. I started with a free client. And I was like, if I can get you a result, you can tell other people that I got you a result. So just help one person, help them for free, and just prove to yourself that you can, you know?
All right, ma'am, and thank you so much for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. Your dedication to helping individuals live healthier lives and manage chronic arthritis pain through proper nutrition and lifestyle choices is truly commendable. We will learn uh, a lot from your journey and expertise, and I am sure our audience has found this interview both informative and inspiring. As we conclude this conversation, I'd like to express our gratitude for your time and for being a part of this interview. Your work at EyeonHealing is making a positive impact on many lives. And we wish you continued success in your endeavors. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable time.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. That was great.
Thank you. To our viewers, thank you for tuning. If you found this interview insightful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more thought provoking discussions. Stay tuned for more engaging interviews and content in the future. Until next time, take care and stay healthy. Bye. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Bye.